Hey everybody, this is Paul. I recently, a couple of days ago, uh, got the 4 new Walthers Mainline 50-foot PS2 2893 covered hoppers in Southern that had come out, and I thought I would do a little bit of a comparison to the Athearn same model PS 2893 covered hopper. I think about 6-7 years apart. And I thought I'd just compare some of the characteristics of each. Probably the most pronounced difference you can see is on the Athearn, the actual lettering is higher towards the side of the car. A little bit heavier print. The Southern here is a little bit lighter, a little bit lower down. The markings look pretty much the same. There may be a little bit more on the Walthers. As far as the car details, they look pretty similar. Couple of differences. If you notice on the top of the Athearn, you've got a running board made of plastic, whereas over here on the Athearn, look a little bit more closely and you'll see that their running board is in fact made of metal and also has some of the nicer little corner pieces. Now on the Athearn, you've got some metal pieces on the hinged end that where some of the plumbing shows its plumbing lines, whereas on the other end that has no plumbing at all, you've got plastic grab irons. Another thing I was noticing too was the actual shape of the body. If you look at the Athearn, you've got a little bit more textures, probably a little bit more realistic. You've got the 2 end pieces. You're also showing a little more of, no, it looks like about the same rivet count as far as on the seams of the car. The angle or the grab iron pickup bar is 2-stepped, whereas on the Walthers it's just made of 1. As far as couplers go, the Walthers Mainline has their Walthers handrail that's more like a Katie number 5, whereas on the Athearn I did sub out and put in the number 158 Katie's. As far as the detail, as far as some of the more detailed parts, you can see you just got a little bit more on the Athearn. If you look at all the plumbing pieces running in between the parts, you've got those part pieces on the Walthers, but just not quite the detail. The parts aren't quite as well done, and there's no plumbing run in between them. And as far as the underbody of the car, got a few more screws on the Athearn model. This is the Athearn I'm showing right now. The Walthers got a little bit more detail on the underbody. You've got those ribbed holes, and you've also got a little bit more paint on the Walthers car, but the trucks look pretty similar. And far as the car weights, I'm going to put the Athearn here if I can get it to stay. And I'm showing 3.8 ounces. I don't know if you can see that very well. Get the shadow. There you go. 3.8. And the Walthers, it's definitely a little bit more. Okay, 4.0. So a smidge more on the Walthers. But comparing these two together, I gotta give it to the Athearn folks. I think they did a better job of making just a little bit better model than the Walthers. They both, you know, have a fantastic glide on the rails. I mean, there's no hesitation there at all. They're just on their metal wheels very, very nicely. But still, nonetheless, the new Walthers was $27 at Mike's Train Shop in Thomasville, North Carolina, close to where I live. And then this guy over here, I believe, was $20.98. And that was, let me see if I can find the date on that. So the Walthers car is from 2006. So that one's definitely got a few more years on it. And but between the two, I think I like the Athearn. It's just got a little bit more character to it, with some of the increased body lines of the car and the metal grab iron up on top. The other one's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks decent, and like many people, I'm very happy with the Mainline product. It's a shame these prices. I wish I had a calculator I could calculate $20.98 and put it in today's money, but I'm sure that's going to be from 2006. You know, let me see something. So subtracting that out, that's a 15-year-old car, and this car is 1 day old. So anyways, thought I would just mention some of those differences. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm always doing comparisons and pretty much anything model trains that I'm working on at the moment. Thanks again. Everybody take care.